Hi everyone. Welcome to Two as One. So this is going to be a video podcast, as a podcast, talking about everything concerning relationships. So we're really glad to have you here. Please subscribe and stay tuned to everything we have to offer.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll be looking at things pertaining to relationship between a man and a woman, as far as the scriptural perspective is concerned. So we'll be looking at what is the biblical foundations of what to look out for, what to expect in relationship, what to look out for, how to make yourself ready for marriage, and again how to become a marriageable person, someone that is marriageable, someone that himself or herself has worked on him or herself to the extent that I've come to the stage of getting married. So a lot of things we'll be saying in this podcast, talking about relationship, the challenges that you will eventually encounter if you're in a relationship, the challenges of long distance relationship. We've been in that show ourselves, so and how to actually overcome those challenges, how to do conflict resolution in relationship, and of course in marriage. We look at a lot of things, but today we'll be defining some terms so that you will know what we are talking about when we say something. For instance, if we say dating, what do we mean by dating? If we say courtship, what do we mean by courtship? If we say these two people are in a relationship, what do we mean? And we'll be looking at that more in the context of a Christian relationship.
Yeah, it's focused on the expectations, the rules that we live by, or the guidelines that we live by as Christians. So a lot of what we'll be saying, not everybody can take it, not everybody can accept it. So our main audience is to Christian, how God planned it to be, how God ordained it to be, how God wants it to be. So not the world standard, so it may not be based on popular opinion at all. So we'll just be adding our voices to the many voices out there talking about relationship, marriage, and everything that has to do with it, because the devil is just looking for how to break homes, break relationships. And the power of a relationship, it's something that can make or mar you for the rest of your life. So it's something that cannot be taken with levity. It's a very serious thing. So that's why we just thought that, okay, we need to do this, not because there are not enough people out there talking about it, but I think we need more, because if it was by the amount of what people talking about it, then maybe we may not be having so many issues in relationships right now, but we still are. So it's definitely still needed. It is necessary for us to know more about it. So that's what Two as One is about, really.
Yeah, a little bit about ourselves also. Yeah, we actually went through the process of relationship as far as our courtship is concerned, until we also got married. We were in relationship for about
3 years.
3 years. Yeah, before we eventually got married. And during those period of 3 years, we actually spent I think about a year plus together back home in Nigeria. We also spent about a year and a half also for long distance relationship. Yeah, that time I traveled to the United States for my PhD, and my wife was also in med school in Nigeria. So both of us were very busy, and it was a long distance relationship, but God helped us
Yeah.
with some wisdom
Yeah.
from people that have gone ahead of us, also that we learned how to maintain that kind of relationship, which we are going to be sharing. We really appreciate God that we succeeded in maintaining that relationship. It wasn't easy, but yeah, we'll be sharing some of those tips of how we're able to succeed in the relationship. And now we are married. It's over a year now that we
Yep.
are married, and we've lived together, and it's been awesome. So that's just a little background about us.
Have we said our names?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my name is Yomi Adegboyega, and this is my beautiful wife, as you can see. Yeah, so
Grace Adegboyega.
alright. Yes. So yeah, please feel free to comment on some of these videos as much as you come across them. Send us messages. We'll be willing to respond.
Questions.
Yeah, questions. We don't know everything about relationship, but the little we know, we've been helped of the Lord, and we can also encourage you as much as we have learned. Yeah. So let's do a little bit about the definition of terms.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's start with dating. When we say these two people are dating, what do we mean? When we say that they are
In a relationship.
what do we mean? You know, right now a lot of things, the world is going through a lot of misunderstanding and misuse of terms and relationship. But for the sake of this podcast, we just want to give perspective to some of those definitions that we will be adopting, not necessarily the way everybody is defining it. So for us, we'll be using the word dating synonymous to courtship. So when we say these people are dating, we are also talking that those people are in a relationship and in courtship.
Yeah.
So that's how we want to look at it.
In a relationship leading to marriage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
defined.
yeah, so that's the definition. So it's a relationship leading to marriage. So not just try by error. So we're not just testing waters to see I'm dating this one, dating that one, and no. So
whichever one works best.
Exactly. And when we also say that this person is in a relationship with this person, we also mean that they are actually in agreement. Both of them have agreed to be in that relationship, in courtship or dating, as the case may be. So it's not as if one person is dating and the other
person doesn't know.
Yeah, it's not aware that. Yeah, we've seen some of those kind of things that I'm in a relationship with this lady or this guy, but the other person has not given the consent. So when we are talking about dating in that sense, we mean that both of them have agreed. Both of them have also agreed to take the relationship to the level of marriage. Yeah. Another thing to quickly define is a date. For us, we are not using a date as dating. So I'd like my wife to comment on that quickly.
Yeah, so like going on a date, dating is not like, we are not using the term dating as the period, like a period in which you're going on you're going on dates with a particular person to now see that, okay, before you now actually say, will you be my boyfriend or will you be my girl? Okay, will you be my girlfriend? That was another issue we need to discuss.
Yes.
Will you be my girlfriend or will you be my boyfriend?
Yeah.
So is not about that period, like everybody seems to think, and it's not also like a period where we are boyfriend and girlfriend. We love each other, we are in a relationship, and we see how it goes. That's not what we mean when we use the word, because we'll be using these terms, and we really want it to be clear right from the beginning. So it's not that okay, that's what no, it's we're saying you're in a committed relationship that is leading to marriage. Because I know that really the world right now, there are stages to this thing. First of all, you are like you're just acquaintances, you're not really friends, and maybe you get to become friends. Then before you know it, you're in talking stage. Then after talking stage, the guy or the girl, as the case may be, is asking the other person out. Okay, will you be my boyfriend? Will you be my girlfriend? And things like that. Then that's now dating. And after dating, then I'll be like, okay, I think I want to marry this person. Then you get engaged. After you get engaged, then you now decide, okay, if we want to have a child before we get married, or we want to just go ahead
we just want to live together,
or we just want to live together, or we want to get married right away. All these things.
Yeah.
But that's not the order that we adopt. We look at it as something like being in a relationship with someone is not a casual thing. It's not something to joke about. It's not something you can just play around with, test the waters, as if the heart of someone is like a mug. In fact, some people even value their favorite mug more than the heart of another person. Like if that mug breaks, it's really painful to you, but you can break another heart at will. But that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at something that is lasting. You cherishing the soul, the heart that Jesus died for, to make sure that you treat this person well, and you're not just testing the waters and just doing anyhow you want to do. So we're looking at going into a committed relationship. If we call it dating, that's what we mean. If we call it courtship, that's what we mean. If we call it engagement, I think that's also what we mean.
Yeah.
So
it's more about committed relationship that is moving towards marriage. Committed relationship going towards marriage. I like to say this also, that before you get into a committed relationship going to marriage, there might be a couple of what we call this: you have a date, not dating. This person, probably of course we're in the Western world, and sometimes you've not had the opportunity of meeting with this person, and you don't know the person very well, and it is during the date that you get to know the person. We'll be looking at what do you need to prepare for, how do you need to go on such a date with intentionality. So we'll be looking at some of those things, and those are some of the things that we need to firstly clarify, that going on a date with someone doesn't mean that you are dating the person. And once we say you're in a committed relationship, whether you call it we are dating, or when we're using dating now, we're not using it casually as if we are just seeing each other. No, no, that's not what we're saying. If we are saying that we are dating, that means we're in courtship, or that means that we're in a committed relationship that is gearing towards marriage. Yeah, so we're clarifying that as we progress. Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah. We're coming big. Today, our introduction. By the next episode, we're going to be doing a lot more, looking into topical issues, starting from the period of dating up to marriage, the institution of marriage itself. And we really hope that it's going to be a source of blessing. It's going to answer a lot of questions for people, and it's going to help homes, help people to build the kind of home and family that God desires for them.
Amen. Thank you. All right, see you next time.
Yeah, bye.